Hi and welcome. My name is Rachel Clare, and in this video, I'm talking about if you want to know your purpose, if you want to live on your path, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to work for yourself, you want to be an artist or a creative, this is the video for you. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what it actually really takes to live this kind of lifestyle, okay? So this is for you if you're a spiritually sensitive person, you're a soulful person, you're empathic, you're intuitive, maybe you're a recovering people pleaser, and you're really trying to make it in the world on your own path. You want to forge your own path. Maybe you've been living for other people and you've been in a job and now you want to go the creative pathway. Well, the path for creatives is actually pathless. This is what I want to say to people. This is what I wish more people would understand. It's really, really tempting to follow all the recipes and prescriptions for living your best life, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm a teacher. I like to give tips and tricks and tools and resources, and we all need that, and those are helpful. But for you and your individualized, spiritual, fulfilling path, it's pathless. You have to forge it. You can't know the steps. No one else can do it for you. No one else can walk it for you. No one can actually give you the steps that you have to take to forge your pathway, because that, by its very nature of being an individualized path, purpose for you, means that nobody's ever done it. You're the only one who can do it. So it's terrifying and exciting all at the same time. Why is it terrifying and exciting? Well, because your ego, our ego, my ego, everybody's ego always wants to go the predictable route. The ego always wants to know what is around that next corner. Otherwise, it's certain death. It's afraid of its own annihilation. It's an existential crisis. So this is why so many talented, spiritual, intuitive, sensitive beings don't get on their path or resist their path or struggle, because it is facing a huge fear. It is an existential crisis for sure. So here's what you're going to learn in this video. We're going to talk about how to heal yourself and other people, how to really, move that energy out, that fear energy, that energy from the past, and how to really build your brand online, share yourself, use your voice, make more money, support yourself, and be financially free. So the stakes are high for this, because so many people come to me and they want to know, what is my purpose? What am I here for? Or they want to know, is it always going to be like this? Or am I going to make more money? Or, how long is it going to take me to get to where I want to go? And I wish so often that I could just wave a magic wand for people and I could just be a bearer of good news and say, oh, it's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow you're going to have a huge instant windfall and everything's going to go your way and your bank account is going to fill up and, you're not going to have to do anything at all. But that's not the truth, and it's not the case for most of us. What is the truth is that we have to work on our own energy, our own vibration, our own ability to be present, and our own ability to face the fears in the way. Because I truly believe that if you were given this desire in your heart to heal, to grow, to change, to transform, if you resonate with being a light worker, a change maker, a way shower, if you feel like you were put here by Creator for a greater purpose, if you want to live in your creativity, you want to speak, you want to write, you want to teach, you want to use your God-given talents as your path, your career, your purpose, then you're going to have to get over the fear that the ego is always going to bring up. So here's what we know. you've got talents, you've got abilities, you've got gifts. You're empathic, you're intuitive, you're aware, you're sensitive. You're probably a recovering people pleaser. But this doubt, this fear that the ego brings up, it gets in your way. It stops you. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you playing small. It keeps you not putting yourself out there. You might still be hunkering down in the default world, as I like to call it. You might still be going to your normal job. You might still be hiding your gifts in this spiritual closet. So some of us start to believe that it's too late for me, or if it hasn't happened thus far, it's never going to happen. Don't let your mind fool you. Don't let the fear get in the way. That is not true. You can start taking steps today to make a huge shift in your life that can completely impact where you end up. A tiny step today, a different path today, can lead you in a completely different place down the road. So if you want to go on the adventure of a lifetime, yes, there's danger lurking there, but the alternative is just sit on your couch and chill out with Netflix for the rest of your life and do nothing and just kind of be satisfied with a mediocre life. And if that's what you want, that's okay. I'm not judging that, and there's no problem with that. Not everybody is coded to be here right now to wake up the planet. But if you are awakening and you are a change agent, if you are a spiritual teacher, if you are a way shower and you're still hiding out and you know there's more, then I'm talking to you. So we know that the adventure is worth the risk. And what is the adventure? The adventure is really actually quite simple. The way to get on your path and start really carving your own path is to start speaking your truth. It's to start speaking up. It's to start telling people your story. It's to start being seen. So no one can really tell you your purpose. We can hint to it, right? Maybe it involves writing, or it involves reading, or it involves speaking, or it involves teaching, or it involves some way of showing up in the world and being seen and communicating your wisdom, because that is your access to power. Communication is our access to power. Being seen is our access to power. Now, a lot of us have in our superconscious that old program that says, don't you be seen. You know what happened last time you were seen. I don't have to go in to describe it here. I don't want this to get flagged. But if you're a healer or wise woman, you know what they did to wise women in the past. I don't have to lay it out for you. But this time is different. This time, that's not what's going to happen. This time, you are programmed by Creator. It is time to wake up, and there is a transformation happening on the planet that is huge. And even though if you tune into the news or whatever out there, the papers, the normies, the regular life going on outside your front door, it kind of looks like a big loop. I mean, I was listening to I was reading one of my old blog posts I had written in like 2012 about like waking up and being ready for the shift. I mean, we've been at this a long time, but it is happening. We are changing, we are healing, and we are growing. And we are the ones that we have been waiting for, as the Hopi legend says. So here's what you need to do. If you really want to know your path and you really want to know your purpose, you got to start speaking out, teaching, writing, being seen, putting yourself out there, and really wrestle with that part of you that is afraid. Because the only thing that keeps us from being on the creative path, the artistic path, the entrepreneurial path, are those lies that the ego tells us. And it's also that, it'd be really nice if the artist pathway was like just this prescription I could give you. I could just be like, hop on over to my pathway and you can walk right this way and everything you want will come. But it is truly a co-creation with you and the universe. Only your heart, only your mind, only your soul, only your connection to infinite spirit knows what's possible for you, and you are the only one that can forge your path, and you've got to start doing it. And That is your spiritual purpose. To be yourself, to enjoy your life, to share your wisdom. So it sounds simple, but it's not easy, and many people will choose to stay in the lap of luxury and to stay in comfort. When I was a public school teacher, people told me I could not leave my career because what about my consistent paycheck? What about my health care? My mom thought that I would become a bag lady. I thought I might die. It's truly scary to detach from the matrix, to let go of the ties that bind, to realize in a paradigm shift that your money doesn't come from a job. It comes from your relationship with infinite spirit. And the more you are willing to trust infinite spirit and pay no mind to what's happening on the screen in front of you and just continue to have faith, the more you will be able to walk your path. But it is not for the faint of heart. It takes a warrior. It takes a spiritual warrior to say, no, I don't know where my money's going to come from. No, I don't have a job. No, I'm not tapped into a system with that security. No, I am living the adventure of a lifetime, being me, exploring being me. I've done it. I know what it's like. I know that after I left my secure career, it has been living life as an entrepreneur, and it's meant time freedom. It's meant space to explore more of my creativity. It has meant flexible schedule. It has meant being home with my daughter. And it means that I remind myself over and over again, my money doesn't come from that person. My money does not come from that job. My money does not come from these clients. My money comes from infinite spirit. God is my supply. And that is what we have to do to live in alignment and truth and be on our spiritual path and on our purpose, is trust in infinite spirit. That's all. That's all. So there you go. I hope that's some food for thought. I hope that helps. And if you'd like more support, download my freebie down below. I'll link it in the comments or in the description. It's how to heal the psychic way, to heal from your worry and your anxiety in 4 simple steps that can help you start to get rid of that ego fear, not completely, but manage it and ground in present moment and anchor into that you are one with infinite spirit. Okay, my friends, see you in the next video.